Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed the last makeup tutorial of this summer and it is pink inspired. To start, I use this orange color as a base for the colors. Then I applied this pink blush from the e.l.f. blush palette in dark, and I used that over the orange color that I used before. Then I took the color directly under that and I put that on my outer corner, and I repeated that on my other eye as well. For my lid, I applied this dark pink rose color from the NYX Beauty School Dropout palette, and I used this e.l.f. Magic Mist to wet my brush so I can get a better color payoff. I go back in with the pink blush from before to blend out any harsh edges. Then I'm using this champagne color to highlight underneath both of my eyebrows, and then I'm going in with the same brush as before to make it look more seamless. And here I'm just doing winged eyeliner on both of my eyes. I decided that it didn't look pink enough for me, so I went back with the same eyeshadow as before and I just applied that over top to make it look a bit brighter. Here I'm applying a really light layer of foundation and I'm using my sponge instead of a brush so it can look more like skin. Then I use this AOA Studio HD Concealer in the shade Chestnut to highlight underneath my eyes, but I wouldn't suggest doing this one because this particular concealer really creased after I put powder on it. It didn't look that bad on camera, but it did look, pretty prominent in real life, so I wouldn't suggest using this concealer for under eyes. On top of that, I used the LA Colors concealer in the shade Beige to highlight my nose, forehead, chin, and Cupid's bow. Here I'm taking the same HD concealer as before and I'm using it in the shade Cafe to contour. Here I'm just using white powder instead of yellow powder to set my face, which I regret doing because it really made the situation with my under eyes worse than it already was. But I just put that under my eyes, around my mouth, and everywhere else that I highlighted. just cleaning up my contour by drawing a straight line from my ear to my mouth like I always do. For blush, I use this really bright corally brush and I just applied it to the apples of my cheeks. And for highlighter, I'm using the Anastasia highlighter in the shade Bronze Glow, and I'm applying a really small amount to both of my cheekbones as well as down the bridge of my nose. It's not as bright as I normally do, but I wanted something a bit more toned down since I was planning to wear a really bright lipstick. I applied the Care Lashes number 415s off camera because it's always a struggle for me to put on lashes, and then I mixed those two blush shades and put it on my lower lash line, and after that I applied some Wet n Wild mascara to my lower lashes. And here I'm just using the same Anastasia highlighter on the inner corners of both of my eyes. Onto the lips. For the first lip option that I had, I applied just a very, very thick layer of clear lip gloss. I think this is the most wearable out of all three of them. For the second option, I used this Clean Color Madly Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Cinnamon, and I applied a lot of this because it was such a light color. And this is more of a nude, so if you're not really into lip gloss or any bright colors, I would suggest going with this one. This last one was actually my favorite. It was the MAC matte lipstick in the shade All Fired Up, and it was a bright pink that I absolutely loved wearing. You can put a lip liner around the edges if you want it to look more natural, but I wanted it to be very, very bright, so I didn't use any lip liner, and that is the finished look.